are you? In today's video I will show you how I apply my foundation. I will show you everything from the first step to the final step, but I won't show you a very exact, a very precise contouring and highlighting routine just because I don't do that on myself. I just don't find it necessary to, do a very exact contouring thing on an everyday basis. I just find that it's too much, but even when I have a special occasion, I don't do a very precise contouring. I never contour my nose, for example. I just don't like it on myself. I don't know why, I just don't do that. And if you want me to do my version of a highlighting and contouring routine, I can show you how I would do that, but I just don't practice it on myself. And the aim of this video is really to show you something that I do every day, something that I really like to do on myself, and I don't want to show you something that I don't usually do. So thank you for watching. I really hope that you will see something new in this video, and now let's begin. So you just have to start with clean face, and I will apply firstly the BB cream from Garnier, the Miracle Skin Perfector. It's for combination to oily skin and it's in medium. I use this one as a primer, I have to say, and just because it just primes my face, I just love to apply it underneath my foundation, and it hydrates it a little bit, so it's just good. So I will apply this one all over my face, and I will apply it with my fingers just because it's liquidy enough to apply it with your fingers. So that's what I'm going to do. So nothing else, just apply it all over the face. And then I will apply my foundation. I use the L'Oreal True Match, and I have two shades. I have the Golden Amber and Golden Beige. I use these two. I usually pick two shades when I buy foundation. I pick a dark color and I pick a light color because the darker one I use in the summertime, only this one, when I'm tanned and everything. And now when I'm lighter, I usually use the lighter one, the Golden Beige, mixed with a little bit of this darker one because I have a yellow tone skin, so I really have to mix a little bit these two together. This one is a little bit too light for me. And these drugstore brands don't really have too many colors. You have to choose one, and you don't really know which one is good for you, and usually I don't find the perfect color, the perfect shade for my skin. So this is why I always buy two shades, because I like the consistency of the foundation, I like the coverage of it, I like, it's a good quality, but I don't have the perfect color, the perfect shade for me. So this is why I have to buy two, and then I always mix them in order to achieve the color that suits me the best. So I will apply my foundation with a beauty blender. I just love applying foundation with beauty blender. I apply my foundation like this for almost a year and a half right now. This one is from Kiko, and I know, if I know it right, they don't have this beauty blender all the time. I think they have it only in the summertime. I don't know why, but I just love the finish that it gives. I know that a lot of people say that a beauty blender is not good because it gets dirty and it absorbs a lot of product, but I don't think that it gets dirty if you wash it. I always wash my beauty blender, and if it absorbs a little bit of the foundation, it's okay. I just don't like to apply my foundation with my fingers. I always use beauty blender. I put a pump of the lighter shade, and then a little bit I will put from the darker one. And as you can see, I don't mix it firstly on my hand. I just apply it, I just put it on the beauty blender and just apply it all over my skin because it will mix right when I will apply it. And I always start from the center of my face because I want to have the product there in my T-zone, and from there I will extend the foundation to my neck and to the side of my face. So I have to put more because my blender is freshly washed, so it will absorb a little bit more of the foundation. I just tap somehow the foundation into my skin. I don't want to drag the foundation up because that's just not good for your skin. You just want to work the foundation into your skin slowly, and maybe you can drag a little bit, you know, here on the jawline. And I apply it all over my face like this. Don't forget your ears a little bit. So I just do the exact same thing, working the foundation outwards always. And of course I don't always put the exact same amount of these two. It's just a little bit of, you know, one day I put a little bit more of the darker shade and then the other one. It's just, you know, we are talking of very small amounts of foundation and you can really make a difference. So I just try to put more of the lighter one and a little bit of the darker one right now because I'm fair, but when I'm tanned a little bit, I exchange the amounts. You know, I put a lot of the darker one and then a little bit of the lighter one. And I always concentrate here on my chin just because I feel that if I get oily, I just get oily in my T-zone, so we want to hide that. And of course, don't forget your neck. You want to apply a little bit of the foundation on your neck as well, just so it's blended in, and you don't want to have, you know, a line here that's, oh, that's ugly. Very ugly. The next step I usually do is that I conceal underneath my eye, and I will use my Catrice Cosmetics Camouflage Cream Concealer, which I really love, and it's so cheap. I use it in light beige, and I will apply it with this flat concealer brush. So I will apply my concealer underneath my eyes in a triangle shape, like this. And I will extend it. So as you can see, I just dab the concealer into my skin, and here I will just drag it upwards. And I will blend it away a little bit with the brush. I will do the exact same thing on my other side. So down on the sides of your nose and in a triangle shape. I just drag it a little bit down here because I usually get red near my nose. So I just do the exact same thing. I just dab. I'm not very light-handed with my skin. I just usually, you know, come with the beauty blender and in a second I just do it. And the same with the brush. Sometimes I get very hard with my skin. I don't know. Yes, so I just apply it all over the place in a triangle shape. I know I look a little bit strange right now, but we will blend everything away, so we don't want to have, again, a very highlighted under eye area because that looks horrible as well. So if you have, you know, bronzy skin and then something white here, it's just not good. You have to pick your concealer to be 2 shades, maximum 2 shades lighter than your skin tone, than your foundation. So then I come back with my beauty blender that has the foundation on it, and I will just blend everything away so it's not obvious at all. And I just get into in my inner corners as well. So I just blend everything away. And I usually apply a little bit of the same concealer on my chin. I just like to make it a little bit highlighted. Like this, and I will blend it away. What I like to do is to apply my Pro Longwear concealer from MAC. I don't have too many MAC products. I have to say that this is the only MAC thing I have, but I think I have the best product MAC does, because I just love this concealer. It's so good. It doesn't crease underneath your eyes. It covers everything. It's just perfect. I just love it. And I will apply it with my other beauty blender. This one is from the local drugstore, and I like this one for applying my Pro Longwear concealer just because it's more pointy, as you can see, and I can really get, you know, underneath my eyes with this. So I will apply a little bit of the concealer on my beauty blender. So something like this I will apply, and I will, you know, conceal underneath my eyes, but this time I will concentrate right underneath my eyes, so I won't drag it too far down. And again, this may look like it's very, very light, but we have to blend. I think that's enough with the blending. Next step is that you have to fix everything that you've done. So this is very, very important, because you know, you have your foundation, you have your concealer on, and the next step is to fix everything you've done, because this will really, really help your foundation stay on for the whole day without creasing on you. So I will apply my soft matte loose powder from Manhattan. It's almost a translucent one, but it says that it's beige, so it has a little bit of color in it, but not too much. And I will apply it with this nothing special sponge, which isn't in its best shape, but yes. I will apply this just only underneath my eyes. You don't want to apply too much of it, but you want to apply enough of it so it doesn't crease, the concealer doesn't crease. Exact same thing on the other eye. And this again will neutralize a little bit the brightness underneath your eyes. And for the rest of my face, I won't apply the Manhattan loose powder. I will apply the Ben Nye Banana powder in order to fix the foundation, just because it's a little bit, you know, yellowish, which I really love because my skin has some yellow undertones, so that's why I usually apply this one. And I will buff it into my skin with this small kabuki. It's from Eco Tools, and what I do is just I take, you know, the product on the brush. It's a mini brush, but I like it. And what I do is just, you know, I buff it into my skin, but you don't want to apply too much of it. That's very important here. A little bit goes a long way, as I've said. So nothing else, just with circular motions, I just buff the powder into my skin. And this will eliminate any shine you have. And as I've said, your foundation will stay on much longer. I will give my face a little bit of a bronze, an overall bronze, so I have some, you know, some contours, and I have some shadows on my face with this Eco Tools brush. And I will apply my Hoola bronzer, Hoola from Benefit. This one is a matte bronzer, which is, you know, darker than my actual skin tone, my actual color, but this is what you want, a darker matte, very important matte bronzer. So what I will do is that I will apply the bronzer on my temples, but not too much. This way we'll be able to make your forehead look smaller. I don't want to do that. I just think that this looks good when you have a little bit of bronzer there. And then on the cheekbones, I will, with circular motions again, I will apply the bronzer there as well. And I will extend it up a little bit so they are connected. You have to have something like, a C shape, a big C shape here. And I will apply from my ear. Don't want to have a line or something. From your ears, you have to apply it in buffing circular motions. Not on your cheekbones, because that's what you want to highlight. A little bit below your cheekbones, but not too down, because here you have to have highlighted area as well. And the next thing I do is that I come in with this big brush, and I will blend everything away so we don't have very obvious lines on our faces. I will apply a little bit of mascara. I will use the L'Oreal Double Extension as always, because this is my favorite, and I will come back. So I'm done with the mascara. As you can see, it makes such a big difference in my opinion. And then I will come back with a little bit of blush, just because I want, a little bit of color on my cheeks. And I will apply this blush, Le Blush from L'Oreal. It's in True Rose. It's a beautiful pinky but very light color. And I will apply it with this angled brush from Douglas. It's very good for applying blush, because it fits your cheeks, so it's perfect. And I will apply a little bit of the blush, and I will dab off the excess, and I will apply it on my cheeks, apples of my cheeks. You can find the apples of your cheeks if you smile. I don't usually smile, I just apply it there directly, so a little bit here. And I usually drag it upwards, so it's not obvious. So a little bit goes a long way, and I will drag it up a little bit like this. And as you can see, you have to blend it away always, because it can look a little bit harsh and a little bit too obvious. So I will come back always with my big brush, and I will just, with circular motions, I will buff it away. On both sides, of course. I will apply this lipstick from Inglot. It's a very nude, very light, but it's pink a little bit. It has some pinky undertones. This is what I wanted to say. So I will apply it. I will dab it a little bit into my lips, and I will come back with this Kiko peachy undertoned lipstick, just because I like the combination of these two. So here you have the finished look. The video is mainly about my foundation routine, because that's what I wanted to show you today firstly, but at the same time I wanted to finish off the face, so I added a little bit of blush, a pinky rosy blush, and nude lipstick on my lips, and just mascara on the eyes, and of course the flawless skin. And I think this look, it's a very clean, a very bright, and a very beautiful look at the same time. I just love it. It's perfect for every day. I hope that you find this video helpful and you've seen something new. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.